Still on the Auditor General report on the Parliament, and at the end of the day, a chimkri. 3 days ago, na more 19 million Ghana cedis. I lucky. And now, beba another one mawa. No, there 4.8 million cedis. Say a Koto Grand Vitara Suzuki cars. Back on 800,000 and ne. Okoe Cecilia Mafune na to the Parliament as someone so mumra Parliament. I catch us a park in Etnasia. It has the powers of a high court. It can summon you. Until Okoe Cecilia Mafuna to she omwake jem 28 million cedi the see na yabadi ene tofa. Na mitia na mso man we no. Sana bofo because we shot others for less the bini. Aso man na ya wan. No be a fire ya or yen ya wope. Tene de no 90 million. 4.8 million and then 28 million. Bakabum baku ye 20 million, baku ye 8.2 million. Mobilization fees ye di hospital na ye hu. The special auditor at all forcing all case auditor general say no a lot of issues about. Nti ye free agency bia so bia amra emeyi na no wo yeso ye say den ne kosi ye wo ye say e den ne kosi ye wo ye say e den ne kosi ye. First one I'm the man credit to Joy News. Parliamentary Service Hospital. You see my parliament staff on hospital. Contract na about 46.9 million Ghana cedis. Any ma contract na 20 million. Na tie data ye tue sika no. Tie date ni na tie all the circumstances surrounding it. Second bit I have to the same video ni no. Toilet for all initiative and I am Mrs. Dapaah sanitation minister. I 8.2 million for mobilization. Mobilization as a bobo site contractor no. Ya mas ka se bobo for fidie no tools wa kande eco site no. You 20 million in the Parliament hospital no. And 8.2 million in the parliamentary in the toilet for all initiative. This kind of way hospital no way where TB.
The signatory to the contract on behalf of the government was Dr. Okoe.
Who witnessed it?
The Chief Director, Alhaji Hafiz Adam.
Yes, where is this Parliamentary Service Hospital? Have they started the building? We've already paid 15% mobilization.
Mr. Chairman, it is my understanding from the letter received from Sienna Services that the money they received went into project design and technical planning, site assessments, consultancy services, arrangement of bonds and guarantees and insurance. However, they also did indicate that they were asked to change the project site from the parliamentary area to the national security compound, and that has, so the new site has not been given to them yet, and therefore work has stalled.
What year did you pay this 20 million?
It was paid on 31st of December 2024.
31st of December 2024.
Yes.
Was that part of your formula? That was approved by Parliament.
In 2024, I believe that was not part of the formula.
Okay, so the ones we are going to call the former minister, the accountant, the former administrator of Common Fund, we'll call those three to come.
In another instance, a former minister for sanitation also been cited for paying 8.2 million mobilization fee for a toilet for all project in 2019.
Also invite the minister and the current people out there, and wherever the documents are, they will have to come with them. You pay somebody mobilization to go and work. The person doesn't do it, takes the money. Then you come back, you want to abrogate this contract and repackage it and give it to somebody.
When officials of the road ministry appeared before the committee, officers accused the Ministry of Finance for making a 26 million cedis gift mix contract payment in their name, but failing to disclose full details of the payment to them, even upon several demands.
And on this particular one, we went not once, not twice, several at the Ministry of Finance. We even took the additional step to go to Fidelity Bank, just tell us who and who you have paid, so we'll update our records. They said no. They were dealing with the Ministry of Finance. And which surprisingly, we would have thought that even if they were paying the list that we sent to them, but this audit reveals that they paid contractors who were not below 2 million. For 35 million were paid without our knowledge. It was this audit that the contractors said that they had been paid.
Were they part of the list you sent?
No.
They were not?
No.
They were not in your books?
They were, of course, we owe them, but they were not part of the 2
What
million,
you sent?
Below 2 million, no. But they were 35 million.
So there's a big deal that Ministry of Finance and Ministry of Roads will have to come together and work on how payments are done.
The roads minister said he is dealing with the challenges of the Giftmas road contracts inherited.
So we decided we will not terminate them. We will rather work to regularize those contracts. So my point is, as for the Giftmas system, it is something that we need to augment. The current system is no longer fit for purpose, and I'm aware that the Minister of Finance is working to bring a system that works better. And if, the road ministry needs it even more than anybody, because the amount of money we are talking about are huge.
Yes. In the MP's net, one asher honorable Abros as I recall, no MP Pinyat Muse, a 7 tonasum. And tonasum. In the 20 million, Yituano, to tell you, Yituano 30th December. 7 days to swearing in. It's curious. I catch us a medanya say a betchi while classic kind of quown. Circumstantially, never be set me the white for found cause 20 million contractor na. I'm an quanta. Yes, he was put to do the MPs on the Gomunim. And go because MBAC. Now, if a contract is 46.9, 47, literally. Near amount 20. I'm quanta. Now, the next video, I remember a sanitation. A Ministry of Roads. And so, Finance Minister could try $26 million. Say na motibi adbejade e my extended version. No musom say then you road amunim hu bi. Nso munim hwe Ministry of Roads na na de ne pe. Etu esika no tibi.
Minister, your infraction starts from page 33, and Honorable Duke William Allen Kwame Amwakwata Ufuriata will handle this.
Good afternoon, Minister, and welcome. Minister, please, the issue on page 33 deals with validation of arrears, payables, and commitments. The auditors noted in the schedule of outstanding payables and commitments and BTAs a sum of 3.067 billion, which had been paid out. I want to know, what is the payment process at the ministry? Because I believe that payments which have been done should be taken out of the payables, such that we should have a less figure showing.
Thank you, Chairman. So I'll let the person responsible, Director of Finance, take that particular one.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Thank you, Honorable Minister. In answering this question, I have wished that the Ministry of Finance were here because we were asked to present a list of arrears in the ministry and in our books, which we submitted to the Ministry of Finance. Thereafter, we were told that they needed to be validated by external auditors. We gave them audience. It was then that we realized that the Ministry of Finance were paying contractors on our behalf without our knowledge. And that is basically the basis for these claims. So at the meetings with the auditors and the Ministry of Finance, we had made the point that we reject the nomenclature used as rejected to appear as if we had intentionally made payments and resubmitting them for repayment. Completely false. So that is why I started by saying that if the Ministry of Finance were here, then they will attest to these things. They were doing things outside the gift mix, paying outside the gift mix, paying bonds without recourse to us, and that is the cause of this amount.
Sir, after the special audit, they called you, you went to Ministry of Finance for an exit interview. Isn't that the case?
No. During the audit, we met the auditors at the Ministry of Finance, and we made this particular point clear to them. The Minister of Finance, that meeting was chaired by Deputy Minister of Finance, Ampim Daku, and he was outraged. In fact, he was surprised that those things were happening at the Ministry of Finance, and he asked his directors, and they confirmed it there and then. The auditors were there.
And what was the response? Our auditors, it's you that have to. What was the response of Minister of Finance about this issue that he's raising?
Honorable Chair, I don't recall exactly the response from the Ministry of Finance, but what we observed, and as was explained, that these payments were being made without recourse to the Ministry of Roads and Highways.
Yes. 26 million. Auditors and they say, what has more auditor than kind? They couldn't give them any answer via Ministry of Finance. Inti Ministry of Finance also to one a Kama Road Ministry. Road Ministry ni bibia. Okoji information yes what you 26 million will be deemed. Hena na atu contract and man. Say the minister can send a boss second video ni man. Almost so for them better particulars. They say Road Ministry na so. They not giving it to them. Inti enya isolated o agric. Military no so wo defense ministry no so and away she say na sanitation and health. This is and you see there's a clear pattern. Meaning so what's the deal? There are about two patterns. I mean, what was should me and na me share the be. I was just reflecting. There's a pattern. It seems that there seem to be the finance ministry's involvement. Because you see, all the time I'm in a casa and not children. All prepare documents in now for ministry na cost now. The payee or the payment agency, is either the accountant general or the Ministry of Finance. Literally, the accountant general is even literally under the finance ministry because they are the okay. So, hena wona wo account finance ministry account department where yes are there. When was even the contract signed? And then I've not such a case for document in Akroma. When was the contract signed? Yet 20 million. Mokaya won't to me cocoa de no so no. Mokaya time it is January 2025. And Sunday be so in no. Na so sha yes say adie bia ebenya kakra tafre no. Me say yes it seems if it appears it has that appearance say adie bia sa no and the na fast no mo ba na say oh yetua deda. But that status quo must not happen. And the second observation I may or training it seems say some of the ministers are either, I don't want to use the word clueless, or they don't know, or it's a connivance. Years are on that red leg, Either they are incompetent, that is, they don't know, they are clueless, or it's a connivance. Because you see, eya koye me say ye be yadwuma Eugene for document bra kikabum oba na yama mobilization no wadi two incident is mobilization Pualugu Dam okay they am be kind the Ghana Irrigation Development Corporation statement semawa the 11.9 million near tuya no it was what mobilization and ya say oh what there said that pen fidie bi kabom what a construction firm construction firm whether sole source restrictive competitive or the bede ye the mawa because I say ma mobilization say bobo anko ba bi ntino no ma discan project na ma sana yakoye me so you see that the ministers there are either incompetent, they don't do proper due diligence, that's why maybe naiveness is also part and a brofana also, or they are complicit or naive into the hair opa what can mobilization Palugu di almost 100 million because 11 million that they send rate in the crowd, the man says Satan cry 10. Why? And you know, as every day be a public accounts committee, you know, that is why I think say this example my setting is good. At least former ministers or more omumra. Yemfasa powers then come omo that but more activity to summon them. Omo we are yemfa to me general. Yes, set examples of people will set up. Here no the first will be so na we start the bay and tiake we na den na me be story no. De nyankofo. Obi aba fie we wresi fie ho. Wafa wo na ni bibia so asi fie wo. Kama ho no po nu dwamen. Nti nya hwe onko. That is the logic on be say yet asi wo. Yeah complain om say serious. Obi aba fie be wiawo. Wo wiri ho no. First factor verification watra. Second factor ye kra wana krama ni po ino di make say everyone Ghana ye no. And nti na nya say chase na nya say che no. Nya say busa ni bibia because we nya me wiade ye no. Wo company eno bi ye budget man so ko Grand Vitara 800,000. Ebra open source car no e just around 400,000. Wo ya ntonti no ye nya scan 20 no okay. These mannerisms, these commentaries emboldens corruption. It's a shame. Inti ya papa Okoe ema Mrs. Lawa for na to she no na district assembly common fund administrator amunko chichirim na ye yo mutu to as a district assembly there na to she wa maybe you need to my channel. I've done extensive work on that ministry, on that agency. Any NPP MMDC gama ameno. Okay, omukwa ni wumbia no so mosomfo mesom me de bebram on the channel. Nim say bebo opusa ba ba na dan. Ma catch the slim course be anywhere sense of public accounts committee. Also bet force. The show so be subscribe them. Mo subscribe and click the notification the video we to about net we are. You will certainly have a comment. Feel free leave that comment in the comment section. I'm sure what you see e de ma me hian o man Ghana enso hian. Bye bye.